Hey guys, this is the Vengeful Spirit back again with another video. How come nobody's acknowledging or even talking about these UFOs? Oh yeah, they're real. I know a lot of people on Earth like to think that, oh no, we're the only intelligent life in the universe, and I use the word intelligent very loosely. No, we're not. No, humans aren't the center of the universe either. There are extraterrestrials, there are UFOs, spacecraft from other worlds, and our government has had them for quite a while now. Um, I have a few videos we're gonna take a look at here. Our government has said that they have retrieved off-world vehicles not made on this Earth. Let me say that again. Off-world vehicles not made on this Earth. So someone had to be intelligent enough to make these ships. They had to be intelligent enough to create life support systems to sustain their life for long journeys through outer space to come to our planet. Let's take a look at a couple of these videos. And again, guys, this is from our Pentagon. One's from the Pentagon and one's from the Navy. So let's take a look and listen here.
Some breaking and potentially explosive news today, which is that the UFOs Commission, basically within the Pentagon, will be giving some findings and reportings to the Senate Intelligence Committee. This unit is inside the Office of Naval Intelligence. Now, Senator Marco Rubio saying that it's important for the public in order to find out more. But the real bombshell here is actually an interview in the New York Times by a man named Eric Davis. He's an astrophysicist who worked on the subcontractor and a consultant for that program since 2007. Now, Mr. Davis had this to say. He now works for Aerospace Corporation. He said he gave a classified briefing to the Defense Department agency as recently as March about retrievals from, quote, off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
Off-world vehicles not made on this Earth. There you have it, guys. And I don't particularly trust the New York Times, but if they're reporting on it and it comes from the Pentagon, um, yeah, there's aliens, extraterrestrials, people not from our planet who are smarter than us. That should scare you. And humans on this planet are still worried about, internal petty shit stuff. We're still worried about skin color. We're still worried about, oh, where'd you come from? Where are you from? What continent are you from? What are you mixed with? Blah, blah, blah. There are extraterrestrials that live on different planets, and I'm sure there's more than one race. There's probably, has to be a lot. There's a lot of stars out there, ladies and gentlemen, and that's only assuming that they need a star to survive. We need heat. A lot of them may not. Let's take a look at this Navy video here. Listen to this one.
In night vision video from a Navy destroyer, a mysterious flying triangle above the deck of the ship. The Pentagon confirming the images obtained by documentary filmmaker Jeremy Corbell were taken by Navy personnel, expected to be a part of a report on unidentified aerial phenomenon to be presented to Congress this summer. Already online, some skeptics say the images are caused by cameras trying to focus, but some of the objects go beyond just flying in the sky. One shows a spherical object dipping into the ocean, similar to an incident in Puerto Rico, where an object was tracked buzzing an airport, then flying into the water, popping back out before appearing to split into two and disappearing. Over the last several weeks, some of the nation's top former intelligence officials have been raising eyebrows.
Look at that thing. It's rotating.
Former CIA Director R. James Woolsey said he knew of a case where a plane was paused in midair.
A friend of mine was able to have his aircraft stop at 40,000 feet or so and not continue operating as a normal aircraft? What was going on?
In December, ex-CIA Director John Brennan said it was arrogant to believe there are no other forms of life other than the ones on Earth. And
Arrogant. Let's listen to that again, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to who says this.
other than the ones on Earth, and former intelligence to believe ex-CIA.
What was going on?
In December, ex-CIA Director John Brennan said it was
Ex-CIA Central Intelligence Agency Director says this.
was arrogant to believe there are no other forms of life other than the ones on Earth. And former intelligence chief John Ratcliffe says officials have been tracking technology beyond our capabilities.
Beyond our capabilities. This isn't from another continent. This isn't from the Russians or the Chinese. This is off-world stuff.
We're talking about objects picked up by satellite imagery that are difficult to explain.
Like another incident off the coast of California in 2004 when a fighter squadron encountered an object that seemed to defy gravity.
What do you think it
Anti-gravity technology.
is?
I honestly don't know. I don't think that we have developed that technology. I don't think we developed it on this planet.
Video from that encounter and two other incidents were officially released by the Pentagon last year. Now new signs that the Pentagon could declassify more sightings of what they can't explain.
And guys, now here's the thing about those last three F-18 videos. I recently asked the former director of the Advanced Aerial Threat Identification Program at the Pentagon, point blank, are those the only videos that the government has? He said no, those were probably the least compelling videos.
The least compelling videos, guys. The least compelling videos. Which means they have significantly, better videos.
And in some videos, you see an object about 50 feet away from the cockpit. Guys.
Okay, that's crazy.
I don't want to say I don't believe because I don't want them to come prove me wrong.
Exactly.
So,
right. I'm with you. And by the way,
While humans are on Earth, worried about very petty, ignorant issues, they're sitting up there probably laughing at us or looking for a way to invade us. I'm sure they could. They may be scouting, our planet. Maybe they are compatible beings with our atmosphere, and maybe they need our water or air, something along those lines. It's not far-fetched, guys. We're sitting here talking about aliens. If they're compatible with our planet, with our oxygen, with our atmosphere, kind of like how people left from Great Britain and colonized America, why wouldn't you be able to leave a planet and colonize another planet if you can survive there? Makes sense if you think about it logically. A lot of people don't want to believe this stuff until it's right in front of their face. But now we're stuck here on Earth, and people are saying that, cops are this, cops are that, skin color, race, blah blah blah. So what happens when a completely different race other than human lands on Earth? I'm sure they have, they have behind the scenes. I'm more than confident that we've already made contact with more than one species of extraterrestrial. But what happens when it goes public? Everybody freaks out? Probably. But humans need to think about the bigger picture and stop with all the pettiness. And we need to stop calling stuff like this crazy or conspiracy theory, because it's very real. It's very real. Aliens are very real. Alien spacecraft are very real. Our Pentagon, the United States Pentagon, is now disclosing this information. Think about it. If they're what they are showing us now, think about what they're not showing us and they're not telling us. They literally just told us that they have off-world vehicles not made on this planet. If they have these vehicles, somebody had to have drove them here, correct? A species, or one, or five. I'm more than confident all of these vehicles aren't the same, which means that they had to either have corpses of more than one different species of extraterrestrial, or, like I said, if they're compatible with our atmosphere, they could still be alive in a government facility somewhere. Think about that. If they have the vehicles, they either have corpses or they have living, possibly breathing, possibly talking. Maybe they can learn our. If they're smart enough to build spacecraft that can travel long distances and support their uh their life support systems, then logically speaking, they can more than likely learn our language, our probably primitive language in the vastness of the universe. Think about that, guys. If they have off-world vehicles plural, they're probably not the same. They may have one or two that's the same, but most likely not. If they have off-world vehicles, again plural, then they have to have corpses or living aliens that drove those vehicles to this planet or flew those vehicles to this planet, which means they have alien corpses or imprisoned aliens. Let that sink in. If they have the vehicles, they have alien corpses or they have aliens on our planet.